This is not a safe fume hood. There's no water access to this fume hood and there's no gas. So if I'm doing a demonstration or students are using chemicals that produce toxic fumes that get sucked up through this fume hood, I have to run a 5 or 6 foot gas cable over into this fume hood. I have to prop up the hose so it doesn't fall down, and then we have to do the experiment in here. God forbid something happens, you know, if somebody hits this hose, the Bunsen burner could come flying out. There's no water in here because this fume hood should technically have a gas hookup and a water hookup.
And where's the chemical shower, just in case somebody gets burned?
The chemical shower is in the front of the room.
Does it work?
And there is, yeah, it does. Oh, I don't know. I haven't tested it.
Does this one work?
I don't think this one does either.
There is
It
no
pumps up the
drain
water.
underneath the chemical
The
shower.
chemical showers do not work.
Okay, so in this lab room, we have 5 lab stations. None of the lab stations right now have water that can come out of them. Most of them have gas that comes out of them. A bigger concern is that the heating and cooling, because it's driven from the ceiling, the airflow is inconsistent. So when we're using Bunsen burners, the air hits the flame of the Bunsen burner and can move the Bunsen burner flame. It can either put it out, where if a student's not paying attention, they've got to quickly turn off the gas because they could be flooding the room with propane, or it creates havoc with their experiment because they don't have consistent heat flow for their experiment to run properly. With the new NGSS standards, which are new national science standards, everything is inquiry driven. So we're trying to get the students to be more engaged by doing hands-on lessons. When we have desks in the front of the room, which are more lecture style, it becomes limited in what we can do in hands-on. Our only space for doing hands-on work is the back of the room. Ideally, to keep students engaged, we would want lab stations throughout the room. So the whole room would not have these desks and chairs, but would be individual stations where students would have what they needed: a sink, water, gas. So we could put out materials in front of them and they could learn that way with hands-on. Then if they also needed to take notes, we wouldn't have to keep transitioning from the front of the room to the back of the room with students on top of one another worrying about safety hazards because you've got 28 kids in a lab all in
escape route. The kid would have to leap over here after getting this window open, all right, and then jump down there.